And then there were 45. That's how many players are left after the second round of the Masters in Augusta, Georgia today. Now, Smarty is so favored that you'd have to bet $5 just to win two. It was just 10 months ago that Mark Fields was diagnosed with Hodgkin's disease. But after taking last year off for treatment, the 31-year-old linebacker is back in camp. Can the Braves go for a three-peat tonight? On Wednesday, Atlanta beat the Expos in Montreal 6-1. Last night in Philadelphia, they beat the Phillies 6-1. The former NBA star was acquitted of the most serious charges he faced in the shooting death of his limo driver. The Somerville, New Jersey jury felt that the death was a tragedy, but still just an accident. They say that in Paris, the moon is a beautiful sight, except when it's the rear end of a Russian tennis player. It was a hard set, and when Russian Marat Safin hit a really good shot, he celebrated by dropping trowel at the French Open. The crowd was amused, but the judge wasn't. Safin was penalized 1 point for the impromptu display. Well, NASCAR is trying to broaden its fan base, so this week at Lowe's Motor Speedway, the Drive for Diversity program was unveiled. Sports superstars Magic Johnson and Chattanooga son Reggie White are going to help minorities embrace the race. CBS's David Winzant has more. After fumbling in spring practice yesterday, Vols back Cedric Houston got so mad he threw the football into the street, hitting a car. Sadly for the Vols, it was the best pass of the day. Barry Bonds can tie Willie Mays for third place on the all-time home run list tonight, but he'll have to do it against Roger Clemens. And UTC basketball coach Jeff Lebo did an interview today on the Auburn campus. Questions remain at the Titans minicamp. Will Joe Nedney kick again? Will Tyrone Calico get a starting spot? Will Eddie George's contract fit into the salary cap? Well, Eddie's not talking. He's just working like nothing else matters. He's letting his agent work out the details, but for now, Eddie just wants to concentrate on football.
Talking about being shopped around. I mean, right now I'm still under contract, and I'm still a Titan, and I'm just preparing to have a great year. You know, however it goes down, it goes down.
By the way, Joe Nedney is back kicking. He's been released from his doctor on Monday, and he started kicking today, and Tyrone will just have to wait till preseason.
A lot of people, I'm sure, would like to see Eddie George work this out, though, and make it
Everybody wants it because he's the franchise.
He's the man.
Yeah.
He is the guy. We'll be right back in just a minute.
News 12 continues now with your sports update.
A little too much smiling out there, you know. I got to get over that and just get back to playing ball.
Well, Mark Fields and the rest of the Carolina Panthers have plenty to smile about. Fields was cleared by his doctors this week to practice with his team. It was just 10 months ago that Mark Fields was diagnosed with Hodgkin's disease. But after taking last year off for treatment, the 31-year-old linebacker is back in camp. Fields underwent chemotherapy and radiation treatments for the disease after his diagnosis last August. Those sessions ended a couple of months ago, and Fields has been working out with weights ever since. Earlier this spring, he attended both Panther minicamps, suiting up in his practice jersey, but had to sit on the bench each time. Finally, on Friday, his doctors cleared him to mix it up, and now he says he's highly motivated.
You know, Lance Armstrong said it best. He said, when you get a second chance, you're going to go all out. So it's just a matter of me maintaining and trying to keep it slow until we get to September, because we got a long way to go.
Well, speaking of Lance Armstrong, the five-time Tour de France champion is denying claims that he took performance-enhancing drugs. The accusation comes from an upcoming book which quotes former U.S. Olympic cycling team physiotherapist Emma O'Reilly. She worked with Armstrong for 3.5 years beginning in 1998. She claims the world champ asked her on more than one occasion to dispose of used syringes. O'Reilly admits that she has no proof of what was in the needles. Armstrong has never tested positive for any banned substances. He is a cancer survivor, having battled the disease in the mid-90s. Well, the Braves took on the Minnesota Twins this afternoon in the annual Hall of Fame game. The game, played in Cooperstown, New York, was a slugfest. 17 runs were scored in 9 innings. John Shorholtz, just bumped up from AAA, had 4 hits and helped key a 6-run rally in the 9th to put the Braves over the top. The final score, Braves 10, Twins 7. The Lookouts didn't fare as well. They were in Mobile tonight playing the Bay Bears. Both teams went into their game atop their respective divisions. The Lookouts dropped this one 4-3 after 10 innings. They're now tied with Tennessee in the East Division. No NBA team has ever come back from a 3-1 deficit to win it all. The Los Angeles Lakers hope to make history tomorrow night. Kobe Bryant, Shaq, and the rest of the Hollywood Hoopsters have only managed to win Game 2 so far. But in Michigan, both teams realize there is much to lose. If the Lakers win, they stay alive, but have to go to the distance to win it all. The Pistons want to wrap it up tomorrow rather than risk another trip to California.
We talked in the locker room, and we all said we got to play this game tomorrow like we're down 3-1, and we got to come out scrapping and playing with a sense of urgency because we know that they will.
I think that's the reason we here where we at today, because we've been able to do that, throughout the playoffs and stay focused and not allow pressure situations to break us.
We have every intention of winning the game. We don't care what records are about teams that are in this situation in the past. We believe that we can turn this thing around.
Of course, the odds are against them. Game 5's tomorrow night at 8:30, and if the Lakers want to win, they're going to have to get past a really stifling Pistons defense. And the Pistons want to win at home.
They sure do. And we'll be right back in a minute.